Why porn exposes female nature, or how porn exposes female nature. This is an interesting one. I've actually thought this for a long time. Long time, right? It always really, well, I shouldn't say always, but at first it did. Now I know. But at first it confused me when I was like younger and I saw porn and I thought, why do girls do porn? I don't get it. You know, like, I don't understand why they would want to put themselves out there like that for everyone to see. And then it sort of dawned on me after my 20s and after I had experience with dating and hooking up and all these things, you just kind of get it. And you're like, oh, okay, I get it. And the reasons why, there's really three reasons. First of all, the money. Or the money and or the fame, right? Although to be famous as a porn star is strange, but you know, we have music out there that's teaching young women to want to be divas, teaching them to want to be bad bitches, and using sex to sort of psychologically enslave men or psychologically trap men, and they think that's kind of cool. And I get it. Like, I get it objectively. Is it kind? Is it nice? No. Is it righteous? No. Is it moral? No. It's a sociopathic kind of thing. It's an egotistical kind of thing, right? So that's number one, money and fame. Number two is they like sex. They like the sex, right? That's an arguable one because they can get sex anywhere. So really what there's two parts to that. The first part is maybe the guys who do porn have bigger dicks and it's clear cut. Like, you're gonna have sex with this guy and he's got a big cock. This is who he is. This is his background. They're like, okay, and they can agree to it and they want to have sex with him. Whereas like out in the world, it's hard because you don't know how big a guy's dick is unless you ask for dick pics, which some women do. Some women do ask for dick pics because they want to see what they're working with, right? And women want everything established. They want it. Women don't like loose ends. They don't like question marks. They don't like what ifs. They want everything secure. Women love security, and that extends to knowing who the guy is, knowing everything you can about men. This is why they, use trickery to figure things out about us, and they want to know all about us because they want to control and have everything secure because they don't like question marks. They don't like what ifs. What if this goes bad? What if that? So to some degree, porn takes care of that, right? And the guys usually have big dicks, and and the guys are usually in good shape, right? They're kind of studs, right? Whereas if she goes out at the bar, there's more of a risk. Like she could get some guy who's got a small dick, and she doesn't even know he's got a small dick. Of course, apparently, so they say they do STD testing at porn studios, right? That's arguable. How much they do that and how safe it really is. And I've heard of porn companies or porn actors lying and photoshopping their STD results. Anyway, whole nother story. But that, to some extent, that's controllable, right? So there's a bit of a safety there. She feels secure in that, okay, I know who I'm having sex with. I know he's got a big dick. I know he's attractive because I picked him. I know he's STD free because he's got his test results, right? So there's a lot of comfort there in a way, right? Of course, it's immoral, so it's a creepy kind of comfort, right? It's more natural, I guess, in a sense, to hook up with somebody who you just are attracted to and who chats you up. But, at the end of the day, fornication, sex before marriage is immoral in and of itself, and it's risky. So anyway, there's that. There's the sex aspect. And the second part of the sex aspect is, well, it kind of leads into the third aspect, which is that they like it when guys get off to them, right? So for her to have sex on camera is an added bonus. It's kind of like voyeurism. It's kind of like exhibitionism. but it's almost like magnified times 100. Because when you're an exhibitionist, really what that means is you just kind of have sex in public, and that's actually dangerous. I think it's illegal as well. But there's women out there who like to take risks. They like to go to bathrooms and fuck guys or weird shit like that. But the porn is kind of like, it's kind of like that, but it's safe. It's like a safe kind of exhibition-ism. And people have their kinks. People are into whatever they're into, right? Which is why you'll have women who do the glory hole. It's kind of sexy and naughty in its own raunchy way, right? Well, porn in general is like that because guys are jerking off to them. It's exhibitionism. It turns them on. It probably gives them a better orgasm on camera, you know? She knows guys are jerking off to him. She knows that guys are pedestalizing her. Oh, I wish I could date that girl. I wish I could have sex with her. Woo, woo, right? So these are the reasons why women do porn. And like I said, at first I didn't understand it because I was like, why wouldn't you want to be anonymous? Why would you want to put yourself out there like that? And then I got it, and I was like, oh, it's a pervy thing. It's like they like that everybody's jerking off to them. The whole world is jerking. And this is shit that women don't tell you these things. Believe me, women don't tell you these things. You have to piece this shit together on your own. This isn't like common knowledge, like people write about it in articles. You got to figure this shit out, you know? So she does it because it's hot. Everybody's jerking off to her. It's like she's worshipped. It's almost like becoming a sex star. Like, I'm this sought after deity, right? And it is like that, and it's creepy. And even the guys are playing into that. They're actually worshiping women. They're worshiping sex. They're worshiping porn. They're worshiping her body. You know, when you watch porn, you're lusting after her body and you're jerking off to her tits and wow, she looks so amazing. God, I wish I could fuck her. And it's like worship. It's a kind of worship. It's idolatry, really. When you break it, it's just idolatry. You're sort of worship. It's almost like prayer. Every time you jerk off to porn, you're like almost praying to the lust gods or something. It's a weird way to look at it, but it's kind of true. It's kind of creepy, but it's true, you know? And she knows this. So this is why women do porn, right? But here's the thing, and this is how it exposes female nature. Here's the thing. All those three aspects, which are the main reasons why women do porn, I mean, fuck all this like, oh, women are trafficked and they do it because they don't have any other options and they do it because, they were molested as children and they're damaged and they're mentally ill and they need help. Bullshit to all that. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I'm not saying women aren't trafficked, but like 99% of porn is voluntary. Sorry, 99% of porn on the free sites at least is voluntary. Now, sure, you could go to the dark web and probably see some fucked up shit, but that is not common. That is not quote unquote porn in the mainstream definition of the word. Porn is voluntary. So bullshit to that traffic crap. Now, are a lot of these women messed up? Maybe some of them, maybe. I don't think a lot, because you look at these and they don't look like they're mentally ill. They interview these girls, they talk to them, right? The porn guys, which makes everything more comfortable, makes everything more out in the open. If she was weird and mentally ill, like she probably wouldn't talk. It's like she wouldn't talk normal on the camera. You'd get a weird sense about her. Like, these girls are fine. It's not that, okay? It's that they want to be freaks. And here's the thing. They're doing that shit already. The stuff that they're doing on camera, you can guarantee they're already doing it in real life with other guys. They're just not getting paid for it. It's not on camera for everyone to see. That's the difference. They're doing all that shit in real life already. They're sucking dick, they're licking balls, they're taking cum to the face. They're doing anal. They're doing all that shit in their personal life. I guarantee it, because this is what women do. The thing is they're just good at hiding it. They're just good at hiding it. That's all. So to say like, oh, they're messed up, they're trafficked. Porn is just it's an oppressive vulture culture kind of thing where you got these creepy vulture guys, the porn pornographer producers and the directors. They're just creepy guys. It's like, fuck out of here. That ain't true. No, the women are doing it because they like it. They're doing it because they want to do it. They're doing it because they want to make money. Okay? And they're already doing that shit in their personal life. So why not make money? Why not do it and explore your voyeuristic, exhibitionist, kinky fantasies, right? It's all part of it, man. So this whole narrative that porn is just this degrading thing to women is high-class bullshit. And really, I made a video on it a few days ago, but really what it is it's a way, it's kind of a get-out-of-jail-free card. Oh, I can do this porn, and then I can turn around and blame men, so I'll be good, because I'm just a victim, right? I'm always a victim. It plays into that victim narrative that women are always walking around with, right? They're card-holding victims, right? Always, because they always got to be oppressed, right? They certainly are not privileged in the West where they get everything handed to them. They're certainly not privileged, right? Oh, they're just so oppressed because, they were forced into do porn or coerced or manipulated psychologically. Like, bullshit. You knew what you were doing. You signed the contracts. You got paid. You came on camera, okay? You were happy, obviously, to take all that cock to the face in your ass and woo-woo. Like, it's obvious. Like, you're not fooling anyone. So that's high-class bullshit. Now, here's the thing. This is how it exposes female nature. They won't do that shit with you. They'll only do it for money. They won't do that shit with the regular guys. They only do it on camera for you to watch and lust after them. Now think about that. What does that say about female nature? What does that mean? It means she's using sex as a type of psychological tool or weapon to, in a way, enslave men to worship her as an idol, right? Again, she won't suck your dick as a regular Joe, not unless you're in the top 10% of looks, money, status, right? And you got game, and you game her, and she's into you, and she wants to fuck you, then yeah. But that's not common. Girls aren't doing that all the time. Or I shouldn't say all the time. Girls aren't doing that with every guy. They're doing it all the time, for sure. They're just not doing it with every guy. How do I know? Because I've been in that top 10% in my past, and then I've not been in it. I've been in and out, so I know what it is. I know how it works, okay? I've been the guy who's been chosen for sex. I know how to do it. I know how it works. And then I've been the guy who's been rejected for sex. So I know how that works too, right? It's don't ask, don't tell type shit, right? So this is part of the whole thing. This is part of their nature where they're selling themselves. That's what it is. Women sell sex. And I've said this on my channel since day fucking one. I think one of the first videos, if not the first video I ever did, was a video called, I'm not even sure if it's online anymore. I might have took it down a while ago when my first channel got suspended for stupid ass reasons that were my fault. But one of my first videos, it might still be up on this channel. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and check. But it's called Capitalism plus Feminism Produces a Society Full of Whores. Capitalism plus feminism produces a society full of whores. Okay? What that means is it plays into female nature. Feminism says it's okay to go sleep around. It's part of your expression. It's who you are, girl. You go, girl, get yours, woo, woo, woo. And capitalism says, well, the free market, however you can do it, go get an OnlyFans, go get on Pornhub, go get on a webcam site, make your money, go do porn. Like, that's capitalism. There's no morals in a capitalist system. Not to say that we should enforce morals per se in that type of system. A free market is without morals in many ways. But that's what it is. When you're able to sell yourself, You're not going to give the goods away for free. But here's the thing. They weren't doing that anyways, right? So capitalism and feminism were really just part and parcel with female nature, which is what they did anyways, which is selling sex. Women sell sex. This is what women have to sell. A man's dick is not worth much. It's really not, unless he's got like a 9-inch thick ass cock that every woman loves. Then yeah, he's got some clout. Then he's got some leeway when he slides into her DMs with the dick pic and says, hey, you want this? And she's like, yeah, I want that, right? And this is why guys send dick pics. For anybody who doesn't know, people always say, why do guys send dick pics? That's why. Because when he's got a big ass cock, when he's got a big fucking cock, right, and he puts it in her DMs, she's like, ooh, I want that in my mouth. Sorry, women are lustful. They pretend like they're not to you because you're not the top 10% of guys. They pretend like they're not having sex all the time because they don't want to have sex with you. So they pretend to you like they're just normal, whatever. Oh, I'm just a regular girl. I'm not having sex. I'm just going to school. I'm just studying and living my life. No, you're fucking all the time. They're fucking all the time. Make no mistake. It's not rocket science, man. They're just like us. They want to fuck all the time. The difference is hypergamy. The difference is they don't give that shit away because that's their currency. And this is what I've maintained on my channel since day fucking one. Sex is currency. Sex is currency to women, not to men so much, not that much. No, men have to have actual resources. Men have to actually bring something else to the table. Men can't just show up. This is how porn exposes female nature, because that's what they really want to do. They want to sell themselves. It's just that there's different ways to sell yourself. You can sell yourself in marriage. You can sell yourself in a long-term relationship. You can sell yourself on porn videos. And this is the point. So women are selling themselves in one way or another all the time. All the time. The difference is in the medium. What medium are they using to sell themselves? Now, it's not to say that women don't want love. It's not to say that women don't want commitment. It's not to say that women don't want marriage and kids and all these things. They do, absolutely, 100%. The difference is in how they get it, right? And you have to pay attention to hypergamy. In this equation, hypergamy is the key factor in this equation. They want it, but they want it with the highest value guy. And this is how porn exposes their nature. Why? Because porn is a value system, in a sense. Because when guys jerk off to them, when guys put them on a pedestal and idolize them, all right, then what's happening is they get value out of that. They are put on a pedestal, and the value they get out of that is that it's validation. They know that there's porn out there and guys are jerking off to it, and it makes them feel like, hey, I'm the shit. You know, yeah, maybe I got my husband over here, maybe I got my long-term boyfriend over here, and I get all my love and affection from him, and he's there, and he can hold me at night, and he holds me down as far as resources are concerned, right? But I know that there's guys out there who are jerking off to my videos, because my videos are online. And I know there's guys out there jerking off to them, and that makes me feel good. That gives me self-esteem, right? It's fucked up, but it's true. And it's part and parcel to the whole thirst trap system, where women are trying to create constant streams of validation from men, right? So this is why they put out thirst traps. This is why they do that. They put out a thirst trap so that men can gawk at them. Oh, baby, you're so beautiful. Oh, I want you. Woo, 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 right? Whether it's on Facebook or Twitter or the dating sites, these are all thirst trap mediums. She has no intention of hooking up with anybody on Facebook or Twitter or really even these dating sites. She really doesn't. She's on there so she can get the messages. As long as I'm getting messages, I'm still valid. As long as I'm getting messages, I'm still worthy and I'm still worth it. She doesn't get her self-esteem or self-worth from anything else besides men lusting after her. This is female nature. This is female solipsism. This is the female ego. This is why women do porn. This is how porn exposes female nature. Okay? And what's better, or excuse me, what's best, really, even, hey, I can make a living doing this. I don't gotta go fucking work at Walmart, right? I can make a living doing this, selling my pussy, slanging my ass. I can make a living. I can make a killing. I can make millions. Mia Khalifa's worth $4 million. A lot of these porn stars are worth $1 to $10 million. I say the average is $1 million. When you're a porn star and you got a common name, like, oh yeah, I recognize that name. I recognize her. Yeah, I recognize that name. Go look at their net worth. At least $1 million. These household names, quote unquote. It's fucked up, man. But this is the world that we live in. This is female nature.